This is a Skyrim challenge run like never before. In this video you will witness Skyrim in a way you've never seen. Vanilla. We will be getting a beer in every tavern the fastest way possible without glitches. In this video there will be beers, bears and blistered feet as we run, jump, punch and wall climb our way to drunkenness. The rules of this game are simple. We must buy a beer in all 20 inns featured on the Skyrim Wiki and no fast travel. So, without any further questions, we finally awake on the wagon to Helgen in arguably the most iconic intro of all time. When we get off the coach, we spend time creating our perfect character. We go through the intro cinematic and the time starts now. I've done this 100 times, so speed run through the fiery chaos to Hadvar's door. Bump into him a few times to skip dialogue and get my bindings off. I wanted to take everything I find to sell as I don't want to run out of money at the bar. I take the Imperial soldier's gear and race down the stairs, looting the sacks as I go. Ignore the fight. Jump. Jump. Miss pulling the lever. Pull the lever. Take the coin purse. Ignore spiders. Over rocks. Take helmet. Take coin purse. Ignore bear. Over rocks. And out. Our first pub is in Riverwood. Making a beeline straight there and ignoring the rules, we buy our first ale at the Sleeping Giant Inn. Next stop is Whiterun. The giant went down in front of us, so I looted it for high value gear, but there was only an iron arrow. Through the gate and our second pub is the Drunken Huntsman. Here we can sell most of the stuff we collected. We made almost 200 coins, but that won't be enough. We buy a Nord mead and continue on. Pub 3, the Bannered Mare, is a few doors down, so there's no hassle getting an ale there. Now we have to travel. You can easily steal a horse at the Whiterun stables without getting caught, so mount our steed and travel back south for our next pub in Falldreath. We go past the Sleeping Giant Inn we were just at, and I still haven't opened the map yet, so I look at the road sign to confirm. I follow it, but it's taken me too far in the opposite direction and I'm still climbing up. I open the map again and see it's dead west, so do some off-roading. I regret this as I instantly kill my horse, who was supposed to carry us all the way to Iverstead. I'm unharmed oddly enough, so continue sprinting to my next ale. I take a waterfall shortcut and dodge some bandits and found a broken wagon that had fallen down the cliff. I looked for valuables, but annoyingly there were none. Before long, I arrive at pub 4, Dead Man's Drink, and get some more Nord mead. We're taking the shortcut to Iverstead. I'm not sure if this is the recommended way when playing the main quest, but going clockwise round the mountain always ends up being much more hassle for some reason. Again, I'm meant to be on horseback as this is one of the longer stretches, but I get lost in Helgen and can't find the way through. I had to go through the destroyed building, so I'm not sure how that would have worked with the horse anyway. We make it out and follow the road east. Nothing happens apart from presumably feeling cold, and when the frost ends we kill some wolves as I'm getting worried about my gold reserves. I stop at the alchemist's hut to pick up some valuable ingredients and rush on. Before reaching the next town, a bear tries to stop me. I avoid fighting it and it looks like it loses interest, so I go over the bridge to find our 5th pub, Vilemere Inn, and buy ale. My exit is blocked by the bear that somehow clipped in. He's refused entry as he doesn't have his ID on him, so gets taken out by security. This is fortuitous as I get to grab his claws and the valuable bear pelt. We're a long way from our next waterhole, so I adopted a controversial technique involving punching a guard in the face. I apologise and get taken to Riften jail, spend the night and can continue our pub crawl. There are 2 pubs here. One of them is in the Ratway. Jumping down the railings, I'm met with a note on the door which I'm sure I've never seen before. Anyway, I know this route from previous Skyrim days on Twitch, so go straight to the bar. I nearly had a heart attack as there wasn't anyone manning the bar, but he was actually just next to me. I get an ale and go to leave. I think I know the fast way out, but I accidentally go to the vault. I thought it was that side entrance in the graveyard, but no. Back through the door, and without wanting to delay and find out the way out, I just retraced the way I came in. Next pub, the Bee and Barb, is much better designed. I buy my ale and leave through the opposite door. Dodge that Blackbriar time waster and head to the stagecoach for Windhelm, costing 20 septims. When we disembark, I decide to turn around and go to the one in Kynesgrove first. There are 2 taverns inside Windhelm, and I had practiced going there first, but I had an idea, so decided to go off script and do it differently this time. This next set of inns will be one loop as we'll be heading back to the stagecoach here, so it doesn't really matter. Our 8th pint is at the Braidwood Inn and we continue the loop. I fight 2 wolves for their pelt and get caught by a traveller wanting a friendly chat. I have no time for such nonsense, so try and end this social encounter as fast as possible, just like in real life. This pub, I lose my confidence and start thinking I've gone past it, so pull up the map, but I'm on track. I don't like to practice, so I've only done this once. I see a shrine and go to take the offerings, but it turns out to be some necromancer's table or something. I don't know why I didn't take the soul gem or potions, I could have sold those. Drink 9 comes from the Nightingale Inn, where I get another ale and move on. This next pub, I have no idea why it's on the official Skyrim Wiki as a tavern. It's a bloody bandit hideout. I would not recommend this pub, the staff are incredibly hostile. I take a bottle of Alto wine from the counter though, and get the hell out of there. I escape without getting hit and start mountain climbing. I need to go west, so I don't know why I went north for so long. I'm heading to Dawnstar and I don't need maps. It pops up on the minimap and I bolt for it. I get caught on some railings and desperately try to find the pub. I can't remember where it is when I get here, so I have a mini panic attack and check all the wrong doors, and even at the mines. I go past the Jarl's Hall and find it here, on the higher level where I started. I had lost my nerve at this point as I rent a room accidentally. I buy an ale and sell some crap I picked up along the way and leave. That was the Wind Peak Inn, number 11. Next up is Winterhold, and the fastest way here is via a quick swim. Go past the Dawnstar Sanctuary, and continue on land for as long as I can maximise my sprint duration before having a dip. Ignore the wolves. Swim. More wolves. Found a camp and look for valuables. No again. Fight the wolves this time. I'm running low on gold. And continue. Luckily, all I have to do is follow the coastline, and the college is so obvious there's no issues getting there. Run up the hill and we're there. I thought it was higher up, but it's just through the arch. The pub is easy to find this time, but Nelakar is holding up the barman, so I gotta bump him a few times to skip dialogue. Buy the ale and go. Here is my master plan I came up with at Winterhold and why I didn't go into the city first. I didn't practice this, but I punched a guard hoping to be teleported to the jail at Winterhold. I go to jail, but no, I wake up literally opposite the pub I was just at. No matter, we'll just have to walk there like we practiced. Ignore the wolves. Ignore the wolves. Do a sketchy mountain climb. Dodge a wolf. Dodge some skeletons. Do a lovely bit of Skyrim wall climbing, and I see the city. In retrospect, I shouldn't have waited until last for these, as I'm on the wrong side and have to circle all the way round instead of heading straight to the stagecoach. I finally get to the gate and go straight for pub 13, Candlehearth Hall. Here I buy an ale, and I see I've dropped to 21 septims. Ales cost 15, so I can buy the next one, but I need to use the stagecoach too. I see some coins and try to steal, but I give up after 2 seconds. I don't want to wait. This next area I've never actually been to and accidentally go to the wrong building. Buying my first beer ever at the new Nissis Corner Club, I thank the barman and go about stealing as much as I can from his home. I'm looking for coins mainly and things that aren't labelled as stolen, but I'm taking things indiscriminately. I find 11 septims on a table and call it a day. I try to sell him his own items, but of course this isn't a regular trader. Thankfully, I met the shopkeeper next door in error, so go straight to him. He buys all the things I've been collecting so far and gets 65 septims for it, getting our funds to 86. I hope this is enough. Back out, back to the gate, across the bridge, and head to the stagecoach. We pay our 20 septims fee and journey across the map to Markarth. I forgot about saving the woman from the Forsworn, but take a swing anyway and miss. Embarrassed, I just go to the pub and get an ale. Straight back out into the stable. Here's another spot you can quickly steal a horse. It takes me a few seconds, but off I go. All I need to do here is follow the road east. Nothing happens, it's just following a road, although I do ignore some more wolves. I find a shrine, so take all the donations left for me. My horse started a fight with the wolves we ignored, but I got her back and continued on. It's just over the bridge. We enter Old Hrolden for our 16th beer and head off. I hear wolves fighting and my horse is gone. I loot the wolf and have to look around. Fight off the second wolf, and there she is. Next pub is in Rorikstead, which is northeast a bit, so do some off-roading to get there. There's a camp we pass and they want to fight, but I trot on with our quest. We get there with no drama, and even find a dead cow that we chop up and sell to its owner. We get our ale and leave this time for Morthal. I mount my horse and get accused of stealing it. I'm not coming back here, so I just tell them to fight me, and I flee. This trip is mostly off-road, but by following the correct stream I should be able to find it in no time. More wolf attacks to ignore, and we do a weird hop through a waterfall for some reason. Past the Crabber's Shanty and eastward. Pull up my map as I feel lost, and yes, it's exactly where I thought it was. Over the bridge and straight for the map marker. I park the horse at the back of the building so I don't get seen stealing it and go to find the moor side. I get the ale and leave. Get caught stealing the horse instantly, so that was pointless, and journey to Dragon's Bridge. I've only practiced this once and I'm impressed of how much the route I've remembered. I've put an ungodly amount of hours into this game over the years, so it's all become second nature. I don't normally come to this area and I think this bridge is wasted here as it just looks incredible. We go over it and into the Four Shields Tavern for the 19th and race to the finish line. I mount my horse and alert the guards to the theft again, which gives me an idea. I plead guilty and go to jail to teleport me the distance to Solitude, our final bar. I didn't practice this and obviously start running in the wrong direction. It takes me too long to realise, and checking the map confirms my suspicion. I double back and hop down the stone steps to our final location, the Winking Skeever, hitting Ale 20 at 1 hour 15 minutes and 12 seconds. I hope you enjoyed this one. I have a few more Skyrim videos planned, so stay tuned for them as well as the usual Mountain Blade Bannerlord content. Thank you to the members as always, and I'll see you in the next one.